Hey there, it's in the evening. Believe it or not, it's almost 9 o'clock at night. And yes, I have, for some reason, I got a taste for coffee. So while I'm waiting on that to brew, let me talk on this subject of Dodash. If you don't know who that is, she's a content creator. So stay tuned. This is very important, what I'm about to say, and I hope she hears this. No, it's not a bashing video either. All right, now we can talk. Now, I put my dash of my cinnamon sugar. Oh God, I hope you can see that. I got a little glare. But it's just half sugar and half cinnamon. That's what I use as a flavor booster for my coffee. All right, hang tight. Amen. All right. Okay. Let's talk about Dodash. If you don't know who she is, she's a content creator, young lady. Actually puts out good content. She talks about gig work. That's what her content is based on. I only saw a couple of her videos. I don't follow the young lady, and she has a big platform. Doing pretty good. But one day, about a few months ago, she kept coming down my timeline on YouTube. She went from being fabulous to a villain. There's like about, oh God, no, I don't know how many, 30, 40, 50 videos made about her. This girl been backlash, raked across the coals, stone, just ran over, beat down by other content creators, all because I think she started making content that was questionable. Okay, but now see, here's the thing. Now check this out. When you make content and you know what your niche is, always stay with your niche. Make content that brought you up, that got you the notoriety to begin with. Now take me. I basically speak economic stuff. I'm talking about stretching food, saving money, blah 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 here and there. My channel's basically family oriented, and that's why I like to say I don't have a big channel, but that's cool. I don't care about big numbers. I really don't. This is just a hobby. All right, that's neither there. But here's the thing. This is what puzzled me, and she's being accused of scamming. I don't know that. I don't have no really proof. Even if I watched the video, so I don't know. I don't. You know, I'm not vested in other content creators like that. But here's the suspicion here. There was a video about her posting, and I'm not going to say telling, inspiring people to leave their 9 to 5 to start a YouTube career. Now, that's where I have to come in and step in, is that when you tell people to, hey, leave their job, quit their job to start a YouTube career just because you have to, you're basically telling that's really financially dangerous to tell people, because remember now, people are looking up to you. You are the influencer. That's why I don't like that term, influencer. Just call me a content creator. I don't even consider my followers. I go by, I rename my followers house guests, because I'm always creating content in my home, right? So I want this Dodash young lady to know that you know, you're still winning, okay? But I want you to humble yourself. I want you to go back to the content that, again, that got you where you are, you know, numbers wise. But this is what kind of pisses me off. It really does, but I gotta talk about it. This is not at her. This is at the clout chasers, because that's exactly what I'm going to call them, clout chasers. Now, some of you probably call me a clout chaser because I put her name in the title, but I'm not. I'm more of an encourager. No, clout chasers are pretty much people who just make random videos just because the other 50 people are making random videos about one person, and to the point where it becomes a witch hunt. And I've watched about 10 of the videos of these people's opinions, accusing her of being a scammer. If she is being a scammer, well then, you know, it will catch up with her. I just hope she learned her lesson. But I'm not here to slam this girl, throw her under the bus. I just hopefully she watch my content and be encouraged. But what grinds my gears, I'm gonna say it again, grinds my effing gears. I only do cuss words on here now, you know, we don't do that, is that the clout chasers, these other content creators, using her for what? For views, of course. We know you could probably say the same thing about me, but I really don't care about views. You see, I got a little bitty channel, and it's usually the ones that don't have a lot of a lot of followers, and some of them have actually raised their numbers in views by talking against this content creator. And again, if she's at fault, again, I want her to humble. I say, if you're watching this though, Dash, okay, I know that's whatever your real name is, you know, but just you know, please humble yourself. I don't know you and you don't know me, but I just did, you know, it's almost like enough is enough. But here's the thing, here's the magic about it. All these people that are making YouTube videos about you, oh, she this and that, she's a scammer, this and that. I've seen about like 30 of them, and that's how you know, okay, this is a money chaser now. Just know that all those people are doing, Miss Dodash, all the slammers, the naysayers, the criticism videos and stuff. All they're really doing is they raising you right back up, girl. They are bringing attention back to your YouTube channel, and people are gonna still tune in to you. You see how that works? Do you see how that works? Now from sister to sister, okay? Now I've seen some of your videos where you were pretty upset, and you know, I kind of felt bad because at one point, I think you did one video, I don't want to say you were crashing out, but you were probably just overwhelmed with all the criticism. All I have to say this to you, and this is just an encourage, stay encouraged. But if you are doing something that's kind of you know, unfavorable, please reverse that and just stay humble, please, because YouTube is almost like the Hunger Games now. I'm telling you, YouTube is at one point where I use YouTube as a educational purposes. You know, I want people to take whatever they want to take from my videos. Okay, simple as that. Hang on, let me finish this coffee. Sorry. YouTube as a career is a dime a dozen. Okay, if you are making content about inspiring people to quit their 9-to-5, I highly I'm totally against that, because you're because you set people up not only for failure, but you also set people up for financial devastation. Listen, anybody can make YouTube content. Okay, anybody can make YouTube content, but um, everybody's not YouTube career. You have people. The reason why there's people on here with millions of followers, because they've been doing this 5, 6, 7, 8 years. They've been doing this 5, 6, 7, 8 years. That's not for everybody. Okay. Whoever took your advice to leave their job to go for a YouTube career, you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. Shame on them. You know, it's a stupid move, especially if you don't have. If you're gonna, in order to do a YouTube, have a YouTube career, YouTube still have to have a business plan. Yes, you do. You still have to have a business plan. Is that a marketing plan? And not only that, guess what's big? Guess what's taking over? Yes, our good old friend AI is taking over. Matter of fact, at my job, we're training on AI, how to use AI tools, because technically we're probably training AI to take our jobs. Who knows? But, you know, but back to the subject. All right, I gotta have the water this time. Okay. What you have to do when you're doing content, you got to take full accountability of what you put out here in these YouTube streets. That's including me. Okay, I'm a small YouTube content creator. You have to take accountability of what you put out here. If you put false information out, it's going to bite you in the butt. Okay? If you put good information out, then people are going to appreciate that. Okay? Like I said, I'm almost done here. I'm not about writing the what I call it, the follow train to wreck another YouTuber. That's not my style. But if something is funny and something doesn't sound right, that's something that I preach against, I do have to address it. But again, young lady, Miss Dodash, you got a good channel. I really like, because your content is about gig work. I see some of your videos, and you're really a sweet person. But I do have to call you out on some of your your content choices. But I'm not gonna make about 10 damn videos about it. And it, again, the people that's making these videos about your coach, we already know why they're doing it. They're doing it for views and that little YouTube money, you know. But again, the negative backlash you're getting, actually is working. It's working for you, to be honest. But as a older content creator, to you're younger content, you're probably in your late 20s or 30s, who knows, or you know. But I'm just going to encourage you to, you know, sometimes you have to stick with the rivers and lakes that we used to. You know that song, right? Okay. When we start getting off of our grind, switching lanes. Like, for instance, if I start all of a sudden start talking about some subject that has nothing to do with my channel, if I start, let's just say, start deciding coffee grind gossip that I made up, because all I do is sit here, coffee addict, and I gossip about, you know, good gossip, not celebrity gossip. All of a sudden I'm doing celebrity gossip, and my people that watch me, including my day ones, are not going to be interested. But let me wrap this up here and say, you know, I wish you the best, but I also want you have to humble yourself. And if you are doing, if somebody's accused you of getting on the internet begging for money, well, I'm not big on, I would never do that anyway, but you know what? I don't even know the reason if that's what you're doing, because I don't watch all of your videos. I saw the thumbnails. I didn't even click on the thumbnails because it was by some other content creator that just probably just looking for views off your name. But I just want you to be humble. Be aware of your choices of what you put on YouTube, because YouTube is tough. Okay, that's why I treat it as a hobby and not a job. In the meantime, you all have a blessed day. Miss Dodash, you have a blessed day. You're welcome to reach out to me. And see, I didn't say nothing bad, but I want you to be humble, and you'll be all right. You guys have a blessed day. Good night.